You know, the phrase alma mater really does mean something to me. It's a second mother in the full sense of that word, in that it nurtured my knowledge and ability to understand the environment in which we as human beings live in. My name's Alberto Costa. I studied an MA LLB at the University of Glasgow. So I'm the Member of Parliament for South Leicestershire. I've been an MP for almost 10 years, and I was recently elected by the whole House of Commons as the chair of the Standards Committee, and I'm also, through appointment, the chair of the Committee of Privileges. Two different committees, but both dealing with misconduct and related issues. In terms of why I became an MP, I was a lawyer by profession. I very much enjoyed helping individuals, businesses, charities, multinational groups, but I couldn't change the law. And I always wanted to be able to change the law to serve society, and that's what I think is, in my instance at least, public service. Studying at Glasgow presented an enormous amount of opportunities. The first time I was really exposed to the importance of professional codes of conduct was through the studies that I had at the University of Glasgow. I was the elected president of the Students' Representative Council, and in that role I had an enormous amount of opportunity to not just learn and take part in the governance of the university and of the SRC itself, but I very much enjoyed helping people, and that's ultimately what led me into public service here as a Member of Parliament. And I remember a range of things that I'm most proud of, but I think for me on a personal level, the more private achievements of being president of the SRC was the students that I was able to help. From time to time, even today, I bump into people in London that will say to me, "You don't remember me, but I'm so-and-so, and I remember you representing me at a particular appeal body when you were president of the SRC." So there's a sort of continuum from my student days of having been elected as president and the work that I did there to the role now that I do as an MP. If I've got any bit of advice, it's this: study is obviously very important, but aside from that, you are given an opportunity to explore avenues which will not come in any other form of life. If you're interested in politics, and I hope that you are, think about putting yourself forward for elected office. The only reason we have a democracy in our country is because people are willing to put themselves forward. And if you don't put yourself forward, we have fewer candidates, and with fewer candidates, we run the risk of losing democracy. Democracy isn't a God-given right, it has to be nurtured. If I was to give myself one bit of advice to the Alberto Costa who was a student at Glasgow University, it would be relax, don't be too stressed about how you present yourself with others, enjoy your time there to the full, and ensure that have opinions, but always remember to respect the opinions of others. None of us are fonts of knowledge, and the benefit of being at university is that you can share your views with others and learn from them. Some of my favourite memories at Glasgow University are lifelong memories, and indeed lifelong events. I met my wife at the University of Glasgow, so the memory of meeting her, I was driving a minibus for the SRC where we met. I was taking her to our halls of residence, so that must be the most important memory that both of us share. But I've got tons of memories. Glasgow University aesthetically is a brilliant place to study in. It's got the right sort of setting, it's in a brilliant city, and you meet people from all across the world. You've got the traditional buildings still there, the main campus still there, but it's also good that there is change. Glasgow has the best of both worlds. It's got the place where you can go and reminisce, but it's also got the community that's helping advance the quality of human life, and long may that continue.